Certainly the best.
Good afternoon. Welcome to 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Egosa Osamudiame Agbonlao. I must tell you, today's program promises to be another exciting time because I have with me in the studio very distinguished personalities who will dissect the topic. We are looking at Edo State, but our focus is on infrastructural development and the living conditions of the people. Well, joining me to dissect the topic today, we have Dr. Maxwell Osaige. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you, Ewosa. Thank you.
We also have with us in the studio a leader of congregations, a very distinguished clergyman, analyst, and of course an entrepreneur, Bishop Lucky Omonabiese. Nice to have you.
God bless you, Ewosa. God bless you, viewers.
Okay, you're welcome. So, you will agree with me that the governor of Edo State has lived up to his electionary campaign promises. I'll just bring one. I'm not saying all. He said that he will turn Edo State to a construction hub. Now, do you agree that he has done that? We've seen massive road rehabilitation in certain parts of the state. We just single out the Ramat Park flyover, which of course is the very first to be constructed by any administration. So we give kudos to Governor Monday Okpebholo for embarking on that project. He has assured us that the project will be ready soon. We've seen another flyover going on at Saple Road by Adesowa Road Junction. We give kudos again to Governor Monday Okpebholo for being the first governor to have embarked on these flyover projects in Edo State. But the question is, what about other parts of Edo State? I won't do the talking. What about the living condition? We watched a recent report where residents of the GRA Etete complained of adjoining roads that they are passing through Herculean times. Well, we'll just start with Dr. Maxwell Osaige, who is a lecturer and, of course, a very renowned analyst as well. Dr. Maxwell Osaige, now, looking at this topic, what's your opening remarks?
Okay. Good afternoon, viewers. Well, infrastructure. I think in a state like this, when we want to look at the topic as it entails, Edo State infrastructure and everything, I don't think we should just look at it from the physical aspect of it.
Okay.
There are different aspects of infrastructure.
Okay.
Recently, politicians brought a concept called stomach infrastructure. So we must be able to put all these aspects on the table because whether we like it or not, is the #1 citizen, the governor, Monday Okpebholo, is the #1 citizen of the state. As a father, before you leave the house, you must ensure that your children are well taken care of. Not that when you are outside, you are hearing that they are fighting over a pot of stew or a pot of rice, because it's not enough. So, but be that as it may, the reason why we are here is to actually look in details for the past 1 year, because whether we like it or not, by October this year, we'll be clocking 2 years in his regime. And before you know it, it's 4 years. But be that as it may, we will not say that he has not started well.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a politician.
Yes.
I'm a seasoned academia, so when I dissect things, I dissect things from a proper perspective.
Okay.
And vis-a-vis putting all the indices together, as well as the matrix into proper scrutiny. So we wouldn't say he didn't start well, he started well. But however, we're beginning to see a bit of adjustment from the focus we saw at the beginning of his tenure and everything. I think that's why we're here, and we'll look at it in detail.
Okay, thank you. Opening remarks of Dr. Maxwell Osagie. Let's get the opening remarks of Bishop Lucky Omonabiese. Looking at Edo State, looking at the infrastructure, living conditions, and the way the governor has started. What's your opening remarks?
Well, thank you, Osa. The governor is doing well, like concerning roads and whatever. He's still doing well. But the area of living condition, if you ask me, I'll tell you from my own research as a grassroots man with people, it's 100% zero. Because people are suffering. Fuel just moved from 800 something to 960 now. Yeah, and the things are, and more the fuel increase, more things get tougher for the masses. Now, agriculture has been abandoned. Now, the only thing is focusing now is the infrastructure, flyover, roads in the village, in Nisha, in the I don't know. Yes, it's doing those things. But the people that want to use that road, if they are not fed, if they are hungry, they can't use that road. A hungry man does not climb flyover. It's not possible. A hungry man will not be able to use a road long time because he says he's hungry. It take a man that is well fed to apply that road. Then the governor should plead, I'm appealing to him, direct some attention to agriculture sector so that there will be food in surplus. Because scarcity of food, there must be inflation. If few people are bringing food to, we have in this hall and we have 40,000 persons here, and only 5,000 persons are supplying food, there's no way that food can go around. The people will also be suffering. In the area of infrastructure, flyover, road rehabilitation, all the road is doing, he's doing well. When it comes to agriculture, living condition of Edolite, an average Edolite cannot boast of 3 square meters a day. There are people in some area, they cannot take off, they can't go 1 square meter a day. Why some are even begging to eat? Why some, yesterday I saw in my area, we took kids, a husband, a father, looking for how to get 2 cups of gari. I was just coming from somewhere and I saw him. When I look at it, I said, I need to say, my child have not eaten this morning. It's the little one I gave to him. Now, what caused that area? Because the guy is a farmer. Then those people, this herdsmen issue, they have taken over the area where he do carry his farming business. Now it's back to the town. Stranded. The only thing he know how to do, I became for him. Now, those children now, they are suffering because of the father. Their father cannot longer provide for them again. Then the Edo State governor, with due respect to our senator, he should please our governor tackle that area so that the people, I told you that I said, time will come that the people of this country, of this state and this country, will be tired to a point that they will now start launching attack on the legislator, House of Assembly member, House of Friend, the senator. You start seeing people ganging up in the area and beating up a honorable member of Nigeria, House of Rep or House of Senate. God bless you.
Okay, I know what Bishop Lucky Okpebholo is talking about is that the governor of Edo State must revamp the agricultural sector so that more persons can be engaged in the agricultural sector. And to do that, he's saying these herdsmen farmers clash must be resolved. The forest, the farmland in the villages, in the various communities must be made safe for farmers to access their farms without being molested, without being assaulted, without being attacked. So that when we have more persons farming, then there will be more food in markets in the urban areas. That's what Bishop Lucky Omonabiase is talking about. And he's not saying that people willingly attack their representatives. No, but he's saying that we should avoid it. Because if the people are now hungry, then the politicians or their representatives are not safe in the midst of hungry people. I think that's what he's saying. Well, Dr. Maxwell, now we've seen that the governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, seemed to be happy with just the flyover that he has done at Ramat Park. He seems to be emphasizing that. We know that other roads are being done, but some persons are saying that the roads in their communities, for instance, let's just take Oluku community. In Oluku community here, it is very easy for you to access Oluku community. They don't have roads. They don't have good roads. Most of their roads are in very bad shape. Some are having some are being threatened by gullies. Then it is the landlords that normally, donate money to sandfill their roads. It's obvious in Oluku community. The other communities, there's Iyowa, there's Naifo, there's Obaretin, there's Iyanomo. There are so many communities. This is Edo South. I've not even talked about Eastern Central or Edo North. We know that at Udomi, the hometown of the governor, is a construction hub. So many constructions are going on there. But some places are saying it shouldn't be just Ramat Park. The governor should also think of other roads in the localities, in various communities. Maybe you want to look at this perspective.
Okay, thank you. It will be unfair if we say the man on his own part has not tried. He has.
What are you talking about now?
Okay. He has, and he's trying. But just as you said, there are some areas and everything. But don't forget, some of this gully issue is not a state kind of thing. There's what we call ecological fund. And that ecological fund is directly from federal government in tackling some of these things. So you never can tell, but it's the duty of the governor to help in assessing this fund. He's both the state and the federal government on that particular, because gully definitely, you see erosion eating us certain area. We saw it during the time of Oshomole, how he helped in rescue Nauchi in some area and some parts in Edo South. But be that as it may, he has a good relationship with the president. After all, we constantly hear 2.5 million. And,
what's 2.5 million?
2.5 million. Because the governor has assured the president that he will give president 2.5 million votes.
In Edo State?
In Edo State.
Okay, so it's the baby of the governor now.
It's the baby of the
president right now.
Yes, the baby of the president.
Yes.
By virtue of president hearing 2.5 million, even though I think by the last calculation is our registered voters up to 2.5 million. I think the last time, I don't have that data here right now, but I know that there is I know that there is no election that we have conducted in this state that we have where you combine all the vote together, that we had up to 1.5 million voters.
The governor may have his own strategy to get those numbers in favor of the president.
No, see, let us not play politics to gallery. See, when we talk about, there's the difference between Aristotle and Plato is that one is idealist, the other one is realist. Aristotle is realist. Many of the things we put into public view by way of idea, they are far from reality. Let us not come here in the name of playing politics, we hide things, and at the end of the day, nothing good come out of it. Let's talk what is actually real. what is real. I know that's not the debate for today.
Yes.
There is no election that we have conducted in this state. And I do not think the way the electioneering processes is going on now is only God that will make us in Edo State get 500 votes when you add all of them together, if it will be up to 500.
500 what?
500,000
or
5,000, 5,000. I'm saying 5,000. I'm not even talking about 500,000 now. Talk less of 1 million. So, because the way the process is going right now is not happy. I'm telling you, I'm in the streets. I'm in the streets.
You mean you think people are hungry and they are?
It's not matter of hungry. There are things that makes people excited to say, I want to go and do this thing. I want to go and do this thing. Do you think that excitement is there right now between you and I and every other person? That 2027 election is coming. Oh, let me go and dust my voter's card. I will vote on that day and everything. It's not there. Because there are a lot of things, you heard my bishop just now, there are a lot of things playing in the minds of people. But be that as it may, let's come to the infrastructure. Okay. That's stomach infrastructure, as he said. People are hungry. But is that the work of the governor? I doubt. Is that the work of the governor to make people not to be hungry and make people to be hungry? No, certainly not. But it's his duty to create those blueprints, those policies that will make things better. Has the governor been so helpful since he entered? He's not collecting tax anywhere. Nobody sells in the market and pay any tax. No bus driver drive from one place to another place and pay any tax.
Why is he not collecting?
There is no tax. Invariably, there are more money to the people. So the people are getting more money.
But even the drivers now, the drivers
are getting more money.
They have not reduced the taxi fare.
Yes, that is the nature of human being. That is the nature of human being. Once there is a hike in something, even if government have done their best in bringing it down and everything, you see them, it still remains. See, the scripture says, it said, the heart of men are desperately wicked. So while we point finger to those in authority, we at the grassroots are the greatest problem of Nigeria. Because we are not ready to make anything change. I want to give you an example. In my community where I live, there is one big company there, and they said they want to bring sand out to ensure that they take care of the road and just grade the road and put sand. The people in the community who use that road on a daily basis, who complain that, oh, our tire and everything, immediately the company, just 2 days ago, said, okay, let me put sand on the road. The sand they were bringing now from their company, the same street people started meeting the driver, paying 30,000, 40,000 to channel into the building where they can do their own normal house filling. So
to fill their foundation.
To fill their foundation.
Instead of road.
Something meant for the road. So is that the governor's issue? Is that a governor issue? Will you say that company has not done well? Maybe the manager has given a go ahead. But individuals that are complaining on the same road are the people who started siphoning the processes. So see, let's call the spade a spade. Let's come back to the governor. In terms of road, yes, indeed, I don't understand why governor is doing a selective approach to road fixing. I don't know why he's doing selective. He's best known to him. He knows his pulse. So I want to believe the reason why he's not collecting all this money, where if you go to Edo GIS, it's like everybody sleeping there. That's an agency that is meant to be generating money. If you go to all other agencies and everything, if you go to our New Benin here, our FRO, what do you call it? Internal generators. Almost all of them are sleeping. Now, these are people that we are paying. See, when you live in a place, you must be responsible to the place. Now, one of the things that makes us responsible is that we pay our taxes. Yes, indeed, on the governor's zone, he has felt, okay, you need to bring food to the people's table. So, for that reason, he's not ready to take money from anybody. What he's getting from federal government is solving whatsoever he wants to solve. But he must understand that what will make the food to leave the farm to marketplace is good road. Now, as we speak, I have problem with the infrastructure. Let me tell you where my problem lies. For everything that he's doing is not actually the concept infrastructure developing, the company handling this thing. For example, Saplero. I live in Saplero houses.
Okay.
This Chinese company when we were growing up, when we see Julius Berger, when they are doing road, when we see ROCC, when they are doing road, they create adjoining streets. They maintain a street where people can be passing through. But this time, why the construction is going on. Now, what I saw in this 1 year plus of the infrastructural process is that we just see people doing road. They don't even care whether people live in that environment. They care less. And at the end of the day, you are impoverishing people by way of time, because time is money. If I'm meant to get to my place of work by 9 and I'm not getting to my place of work by 12, it's a problem. If you watch the policy of the cashless society that the president just suspended, why did the president suspend it yesterday? He suspended it because at the airport, people were spending more time in the name of the cashless policy. And he said, as I yesterday, he said, this cashless policy is suspended so that people cannot be queuing. I said to myself yesterday, if you want to do this kind of thing, there are ways you create a better algorithm for it that will enable seamless approaches to it that people can pass and everything. He suspended that IGRO as a result of time that they are wasting over there. We have a governor. People are doing road. The people that are taking that road, they are hungry. They don't have place to pass. You cannot even take through Sapele Road. You pass here and pass here, they just block. Ogege, at a point I was driving, go and between Ogege and BIU. It's a problem with all the trailers and everything. No adjoining. The adjoining road they are doing, definitely before they do the main road, they do the gutter.
Yes.
Now you are doing a gutter across an adjoining road. You will do it, you will just leave it there. No slab that will enable them to drive at and move to their place. These are problems. So we are not saying you shouldn't do infrastructure. Must you do infrastructure to punish the Edolite? It's not done. So when we are looking at all these things, yes, indeed, there is selective in the approach of the road. Okay. Yeah, people in GRA, they are crying. People in certain areas, as you mentioned, they are crying. So if you want to do road, just tell us. If you want to be fair, say 6 road in Edo South, 6 road in Edo Central, 6 road in Edo North. That is fairness and equity. So you heard President yesterday. We heard that he has approved 6 major roads across Edo State. That's transparency.
We'll come back to you, Dr. Mansur. Bishop Lucky.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know that you have a lot to say. Looking at even the road infrastructure, the governor, like I said, in my own opinion, seemed to be happy with that. Is a flagship project. Yeah. The Ramat Park flyover.
Seriously.
Commendable. But there are other roads in other communities that are not tarred. The rainy season will set in, and people will not be able to even drive out of their houses. So many roads in the communities, not in the city center. What's your take?
Well, the governor should extend this structural plan project to this community. Oluku here.
Okay.
Oluku, as a case study, there is no road.
No road in Oluku. It's so bad.
You pray if it rains in Oluku, if you came out of that road with that car still alive, it's by the grace of God. No road. Get to Yogi, no road. Igosa, no road. Okay, if you go to Iyowa, there is no road. Johnny Street in Iyowa, if it rains, is something else. Now, if you go to Sassuon Bordeaux area of farming, there's no road. The other day, last year, I'll go to one of my daughter to bring something from the farm. I have to park my car, get a bike. Even the bike, I have to stop somewhere. Use my leg to go and look for, get the thing. Now, look at the people that are even farmers. They are suffering to bring their goods to the urban city. And things must be expensive. The governor should, if he's giving his flyover, thank God for that, everybody happy with it. 100%, you give flyover 60%. The other 40 what? Give it to the community roads, so that we can, in case of tomorrow, we want to bring things down to urban area, we have road to bring it down. Then number 2, he should not select road. He's a governor of Edo State, not APC governor. I said before, this party system in Nigeria is our problem. It's Edo State governor, not APC governor.
Once he's voted in, he's
now
governor of everybody.
Everybody, whether you are APC, AFGA, whatever party, whether you are Muslim, Christian, Voodoo, traditional person, king, we are all Edo-like. He's our governor. He worked for the Edo people. That party system, if he can remove it and start focus, okay, let me work for everybody. Because whether you like it or not, if you decide not to do my road where I live because I am not your party, automatically anytime I am passing there and my vehicle is getting breakdown, I will remember you. This man, it's not about the party now.
Yeah.
The issue, I joined the doctor, he should come up with a strategic plan. In the Edo South, I want to do 10 roads. Then with the Edo South, governor, sir, with due respect, this is your 10 road, do 6 in the urban area, and come to rural area where we produce food to the urban area and do 6. Edo Central now, the last 2 weeks I was in Edo Central. If you go to Edo Central, the major area where the government is doing massive project is his village. Udomi. While the other side, I asked one of them, I said, are you sure this area, are you people from Edo Central or you people from different area? The guy said they are tired. He just said, Bishop, we are tired. He said, we have talked and talked and we are getting tired. Okay now, if you come with a plan and do 10 road in Edo Central, they share it according to their local government, 2. They only 5 local government, 2. If you're doing that of Edo, no, 2 see everything. But if he's selecting, some people will not be happy. Then concerning that issue of...
Okay, thank you, Bishop. We'll come back to you. Yeah. This is 60 Minutes Nigeria. I hope you are enjoying the conversation. We'll take a brief break now. After that, Dr. Maxwell Osaige, Bishop Loke of Monabiese, they are ready to actually dissect the topic. Okay, it's always a delight to have you back on the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Egosa Osamundiame Agbonlao. I have with me Dr. Maxwell Osaige. I also have Bishop Loki Omonabiese. We are discussing Edo State, and the focus is on infrastructure and the living condition of the people. In other words, the welfare of the people. My guests have been able to establish that distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo is doing well and should be commended in terms of road infrastructure. But they are saying that while that is ongoing, the people must not suffer, because they've seen that where such constructions are going on, the residents, the locals are having problems driving out of their houses, driving to their place of work, driving to the school or wherever they are going to, because most of the adjoining roads do not have access roads to the major roads. A case in point, Sapele Road, flyover by Adesowa Junction, the residents of GRA Etete and some other parts of Sapele Road, Ajib, Ogege, down Sapele Road, they're having a lot of problems because they can't drive straight to Ring Road, which is the city center. At Ramat Park, the wonderful project of Mr. Governor, which is the flyover, commendable. But the other areas, there are so many roads that are supposed to link to the Ramat Park. Now, residents in those areas now, they are suffering because adjoining roads were not constructed, were not tiled. My guests have also said that years back, in the 70s, sometimes roads are constructed even at night with floodlights, so that you do not obstruct traffic during the day. But now construction is during the day, then at night the construction workers go to sleep. Whereas it used to be road construction at night with floodlights, then during the day they have cleared the road and there's easy movement. They have also talked about that years back in the 70s, when there's road construction, the company will first of all establish other adjoining roads where motorists can ply while the road construction is going on. But nowadays, they do not care about residents. They just focus on their road construction. Whether the people are suffering or not, the companies are not bothered. They are saying that should be thwarted. So that's the discussion. I will continue. I will continue with Bishop Dr. Monabese. You talked about that farmers in the various communities, that those roads in those communities ought to be given attention. Maybe you want to throw more light on that.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can transport those goods to the market, the Oba area.
Yes.
If those roads are not motorable, how do you transport the goods? If they now struggle and manage their way to navigate to bring the goods to the Oba area with high cost of transportation, they still see increase. The government should understand that we people in the town, they don't do farm. They work in companies and the rest, they get salary. Those in the Oba and the rural area, they are farmer. They come to settle them, they get their money. It's trade by barter. But if you just focus on the Oba area and forget about the rural area, then by the time those guys in the Oba area are farmer, they have to bring the product to market and start selling 1 tube of ground for 9,000. For a man that receive 5 and 50,000 salary, how will he survive? They need to understand that he need to come to the roundtable with his cabinet and say, let us share it. We are doing 10, 15 in those districts where I live. Okay, 5 in the urban area, 10 in the rural area. Tie the road, put street light, put security to guide the area. I'm telling you, also, between now and the next 6 months, all this issue of hunger, chaos and all will stop. But we that they are helping, that the government is helping, we should be able to also maintain the road for the government.
Okay.
Because something some Nigerian cities have some problem. They spoil government investment.
Yeah, I've seen that. Sometimes you will see side drains.
Yeah.
Side drains, refuse will be entering it. The landlords there will not even remove the refuse.
The last time he raised, even the young one acknowledged that we are money because some areas bad.
Yes.
Somebody brought out refuse from his house, about 6 bags.
Poured it.
For erosion. And I told him, I said, indigenous block, you will say government are bad.
Yes.
You are the one blocking it. Because anything that brought this drainage, you see this road is dead.
So the people must support government.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Bishop. We'll come back to you. Dr. Maxwell, the way forward.
Yeah, the way forward is very simple.
Okay.
Permit me to use scripture again.
Yes.
The Bible says, a good man leave inheritance for his children.
Yes.
Sir. So in this context, the governor should look at it from this angle.
Okay.
What that means is this: even if you have killed 20 persons, you leave inheritance for your children. That part of the Bible that says you are a good man, you are a good man for the fact that you left inheritance. You are aware that, oh, the children that are under me or the people that are under me shouldn't suffer. That one part is recognized as one of the attributes that God recognizes as making someone good. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So I think the governor should look at it from this context. That from things, this democratic process,
okay,
we really not have someone from Edo Central who massively got the support of everyone, like this, aside Abrusali.
Okay.
Even with the massive support for Abrusali, we knew how it ended. If not Esama. You remember that rescued him from prison. So now, Osareme Osumbo just spent few years, then Oshomole came in. Now, we don't think there is any court issue now that will likely remove, there is none. So he has his 4 years as the current governor. So invariably, the light has shined on him in the current dispensation as the first person coming out from the Edo Central, and he must be able to leave this regime as a good man. He must be able to tell the people that when next, I'm sorry, I try not to be sentimental, or I try not to go through tribal perspective. Yes. I try not to be sentimental when they come to tribal. Okay. But whether you like it or not, this is how our electionary processes has turned to, or our election has turned to, where it's not turn by turn. If a country is moving forward, do you care where the person come from? No, it's because the country is not moving forward. This one is saying my person must rule. But be that as it may, he's the first person right now in the current dispensation who we will say will finish his tenure. By God's grace, he will finish his tenure. And if God permits, if God tarries, he can continue and deliver for the Edo State people. But be that as it may, he must ensure that this legacy, posterity should speak for him by doing the right thing. And what is the right thing? Is by looking at the cry of the people. That is the right thing, not what the governor thinks. It's actually the people that he's serving. That should be the cry that he should listen to on a daily basis. So just like you heard the bishop said, when you do project, these are what we are thinking of. Create a blueprint on ground that will make people to remember you 20 years to come. Whether you like it or not, there are still some road in this Edo State that are attributed to Ugbemudia.
Yes, sir.
After how many years? We see say Ugbemudia did this road.
Yes.
So it should be said of in time to come, it should be said that indeed Monday Okpebholo, one-time senator who became governor, this is the road he did. I'm sorry, why I will thank the former governor on how he brought a more a kind of a structural tendency to governance and everything. One thing which I said in this program before, one thing I said that I was not okay with is that as the governor was leaving, all the road he did also left with him. Because whether you like it or not, there are still some road that we are still talking about that Oshiomhole did.
Yeah.
That are still active till tomorrow. Tell me the road that the former governor did, Obaseki did, that will say is still standing as at today. I doubt. There are one or two command as far as those roads are concerned. But when you go to airport, carry out research. Yeah, those roads that he did went with him. That's one part I didn't like about the former governor. Why I admire him in terms of administration, guidelines, and the policies he brought aboard, how he strengthened some areas and everything, he ought to have also put into proper perspective that indeed all this infrastructure are things that will speak for you 10 years to come. Whether you like it or not, we take this road now, Benin Lagos Road. Those extra lane that Oshiomhole added, if you had not added those lanes, today you and I would have still been in trouble in this Ugbowo Road. Take it or you leave it. Go to Airport Road. Everybody said it was impossible. You cannot expand it. He did. That thing is still there till tomorrow. No asphalt has been laid on it since he left. How many years now? Almost more than 10 years. Almost 10 years since Oshiomhole left. The road is still active. That's why I said, tell me the road that the former governor did that I will say is still active. That's one part that is not speaking well for him. But however, this governor should take a clue from that aspect and said, should I want to do road that will just, when I'm leaving office, the road will go with me? Because one of the things we use in measuring the activeness and the doggedness and the performance of governors today are majorly infrastructure. How many roads did you construct? We don't even talk about water again. It's just the road. Now, if it is the road that we see that you construct, why will you just concentrate your attention on flyover? There are other roads. We have more than how many millions of roads in Edo State. So you should be able to look at these things and say, how will this part benefit me? How will this part benefit me? And that benefiting you is the people that you are leading. No way constantly appearing in other media channels that are nationwide for the wrong reason. A few days ago, we heard destroying billboard in 21st century in certain part of the state. The other day, we heard we shouldn't be appearing for the wrong reason. And people talk, imagine they were talking the other day, say, Edo State again. And I told me, I said, I am a proud Binima.
Yes.
A proud Binima. So when I hear Edo State again, invariably all of us, we are like this. We are not touts in this state. We are well-learned people. And we should be represented in the public in the manner by which everybody will look at us and said, yes, this is Edo State. Yeah. So those areas that the governor is not projecting well now, because whenever they go there to project it on all these media channels and everything, you are painting us in a very wrong manner. Meanwhile, there are a lot of things that he's doing.
Okay.
So he should be able to put this into
come back to you, Dr. Maxwell. Bishop Locke, yes. We've seen that we need to look at the good side of this governor, Okpebholo. We've looked at other areas that we think that he should do more. Now, Professor Ambrose Ali is one man who continue to remember God what he did in education.
Yes, sir.
So what legacy would you say that this governor should leave behind? What do you think this governor should do that we should remember him for?
Number one, he should carry everybody along.
Okay.
In all his projects, whether it roads, in agriculture, education, carry everybody along, because we are in the 21st century.
Okay.
He should carry everybody along. And should give us solid road. It's constructed road, let it be solid, so that will remain for the next 10 years. So that when the next governor emerges, he should not think of that road again. Okay. Not that you are leaving the road you constructed photo everywhere, the next governor is coming to tell us on that billion to reconstruct or rehabilitate the road.
As if they are doing one road all over again.
That's the GRA issue.
Then,
okay.
When you come to farm agriculture,
okay.
I said before, you should look for genuine farmers, not political farmer. We have political farmer, we have genuine farmer. Political farmer are those in party I quote,
yes.
Then they are not farmers, they farm by mouth. Then while the real farmers are in the bush, try to make this work. And or then bulldoze a large acres of land. Have state farming to support individual farming. That state farming, when an individual person is selling a bag of rice for 80,000 or 70,000, let the state be selling for 50,000 or 40,000. You see, for know that high cost of goods will reduce. Edo State is a fertile land. In your backyard, come germinate. In your backyard, plant cassava stem. Yes. In your backyard, yams. The Edo State is the fertile land. We are blessed people. And the Edo people, we are not lazy. So for you, I say, I don't want to hear Edo man is a lazy man. That is provoking me. No, Edo man is a lazy man. It's just that if you pursue a goat to the war, he will turn and face you with anger. Yeah. The Edo people have been pursued to a certain level that they are now seeing fighting back with anger. Not lazy, you are an Edo man.
Exactly.
You are not a lazy man.
No, I'm not.
You are an Edo man. Edo man, we're not lazy.
Yeah.
Because the people that are leading us are trying to frustrate us. We don't want to go out there in frustration, have our BP hypertension.
Yes.
We need to fight back.
Yes.
And then you should be able to do this too. If you're able to focus on quality road, quality education, quality agricultural infrastructure, I am telling you, we will not forget about it.
Thank you very much. Dr. Maxwell, while we are about concluding, recently the governor purchased so many equipment, tractors, bulldozers. In short, FCT Minister Wike was in Edo State to commission the project. But some persons are saying that such monies should have been maybe used to directly construct roads in rural areas instead of buying this equipment for local government chairman, that after some years you may not see those equipment again. What's your take as we conclude?
The same thing, I was coming there, the same thing, the intention by which the governor using purchasing those trucks, be actually good intention. But it's not just all about the governor now. The people you are leading. You know, I said before, I said, we, the humans, the most difficult thing to lead is easy to control goat than to control human. No, I was go and do research.
Yes.
Right.
It is easy to control goat. If you tell a goat, it will run and come back. Tell human go, he will say, why? And you are asking him, run for your life. He's asking you, why? So if care is not taking, you telling him to run, he will tell you, you run. So it's difficult to control human being. Yeah, has the governor done well by purchasing those things? By way of saying, okay, fine, we don't want you to be saying you don't have money to carry tractor, you don't have money to carry bulldozer, so that we can have all those adjoining streets constantly being graded.
Yes, sir.
Then you buy diesel, just grade as many roads you want to grade. This is not a matter of looking for money now to say I want to rent tractor or I want to rent grader. You have it at your beck and call. But guess what? If that tractor work for 1 year without the writing memo to the state governor that the turbo charger of that tractor, is bad, and to get it you have to get it from Switzerland, and it will cost even half of the money the governor used in purchasing the tractor. Even the governor will be frustrated when he starts seeing memo in a year time of one part of those tractor equal to half of the amount he used in purchasing that tractor. Himself, he will tell them to pack it. So that is the problem of Nigeria. So I doubt whether we'll be able to maintain it, because it's not just buying. Nigeria does not lack policy. Nigeria does not lack ability to get, but we have maintenance issues. Do you know how many vehicles were purchased for police over the years? Can you tell me every year? After 1 year, the police tells you that they don't have vehicle again? Maintenance. So I doubt if we'll be able to maintain it. But be that as it may, it's a good intention. Grade as many roads you want to grade. We used to have it those days. We are just at when we were growing up, a tractor will just come and will just start grading your road. They said it's a local government chairman grading.
That has not been happening for years.
Yeah,
now.
so I think that's the culture that the governor is trying to bring back into food, which is very good, and I commend him for it. So, but be that as it may, people should be able to extend this gesture that he has given to us. Let's take it back by encouraging him that this approach or this idea that he had become a reality in doing that. But the part I want to say, Ewosa, is this. It is this regime we constantly keep saying Chinese company coming in as helping us in infrastructural development. And their method, I think the governor need to speak to them. Their method is somehow like archaic in nature, 1960 method. Before Benin Asaba Road, they removed the former asphalt and everything. It took more than 6 months before they started now. And the work is a piecemeal. And everything. And I asked myself, what kind of work is this? We know Julius Berger, when they start a work, they will tell you they want to close it to this level. The same way in Sapler Road, the ODG and BIO houses, the same problem. Sometimes we just ask ourselves, what are they doing? It seems to us that these people, they just wake up and say, okay, let's just do here today. They wake up tomorrow, let's do here today. So there is no a proper roadmap of, oh, we want to complete this kilometer section, or this section or this meter. Then we move from year to year and everything. It's just like, as you wake up, you do it. I think the governor should call them to order and tell them, please, the people cannot continue to suffer or in the name that you are doing road or you are building infrastructure. While you are building infrastructure, do you know what the life expectancy of Nigeria? Google it, life expectancy. Augusta, if you and I spend more than 58 years in Nigeria, now God help us. Because it has been scientifically proven that life expectancy in Nigeria is 58 years. So anybody that passes through that exceeds that age, God has saved you and God has saved me. So what that means is this. Government is killing us on a daily basis.
Thank you very much. Bishop, just one word, conclusion, please.
Well, I beg our governors Senator Monday Okpebholo, please give 40% to agriculture and come and help the rural areas so they can work and provide food for the people in the urban area. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. That's the show. I hope you've enjoyed every bit of our discussion. A lot has been said, and I expect those in authority, those in charge of governance to heed the advice of my guests and get things right. Do have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV. Certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best. This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Welcome to Viewpoints on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji, and today on Viewpoint we're going to be talking about the current electricity issues and situations that we as business owners, as individuals, are facing in Nigeria, as over 80% of households lack adequate access to grid, as Nigeria's electricity sector suffers from chronic liquidity trap and infrastructural decay, leading to frequent national grid collapses, with generation dropping below 4,200 megawatts, far short of the 4,000 megawatts required for its citizens and population. It is a Viewpoint on ITV, and we're going to be looking at some of the key issues affecting our electricity sector in Nigeria. I am Caroline Okonji.
In terms of security of it, we need light. And based on that, in some areas, it makes it difficult for us when we are on patrol at night. And we are even begging the state government to try and do something, at least by supplying street lights in some area that are dark in the night. In most cases in our community, there are places that is very dangerous, that without light we cannot do anything of such. For so doing, we want, as a matter of urgency, the Edo State government to try and do the needful, so that the security will be okay for us, so that we can be able to work effectively.
The issue of NEPA issue that you came from is very rapid to us, in the sense that the NEPA look as if we are not a citizen of Nigeria, because since a month there's no light in us. We have been passing through. Which NEPA, anytime they came, a minute or 30 minutes to, they will come and bring the light to us. That is, we are not expecting them to come and collect their bill. Indirectly, we are expecting bill from them to come and collect it. Within that hour or 2 hours, you will see a number of people with a ladder. They will come. They will come. And after their collection, there's nothing like light again. They will block us up. I think before we have this light, they mandated us to buy a meter, which we bought individual. We pay through the NDC, we have our transformer here, not through NEPA. Before we got out this light, they mandated us to write an application of submitting it to the NEPA as a will to them. And we work for it. And we should not claim ownership. And we fought for the transformer. And And after that, again, they came that there is no oil in it. We pay up to 1 point something again. Before, after all that, they came up again, said it was meter issue again, that every community, every houses have to have a meter, which we did. We have to, I have my own receipts. I have my paper meter in my residential house here. So after all that again, they came up with a past bill We, before we make that transformer, got that transformer, we've been black out for 10 years here. They came with a bill to us again that we need to pay a standing bill. We went to Testament, their office there. After we left the one at the bypass, they were delivering us before they now refer us to the one at bypass. I don't want to mention name of the manager there. Got in there again, he said we have to go for all those things. We need to fulfill all those things which we did. After that, they now on the light for us. As they on the light, not up to a month, we were still in blackout again. So at the end of it, we went again. They said it was according to them that the electric wiring merge. That was the cause that they now cut us off again from EOY again, which we not pay. Pay that amount again. The Chile community, which is the Kabetu, Igbo and Igbo. After that, they brought a light for a week again. After a week, they cut us off again. They said, EOY is owing. We now went to the office again and told them that if EOY is owing, does that mean it affects our community? We are blackout. So I told you this. So before we sort all those things out, we have already made up our mind. We can do away with our neighbor. When our father was living with a lamp and all these things, we were enjoying it. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. So if they feel they want to cut us off from this NEPA issue, they should cut everybody off totally so that we will know that we are not with NEPA. Not that after 3 weeks, they will not bring a light under 2 hours or 3 hours. They will come and collect their money. It's unfair to the masses.
The electricity issues and challenges that BEDC in the state is devastating, in the sense that as a minister, I suffer a lot in terms of electricity. As an individual, not only me, the entire people of Edo State, and not only in Edo State, Nigeria as a whole, we are really facing electricity challenge in the country, in the sense that we are not getting constant light. Even though the tariff of electricity is high, people don't even get the light. I don't know how the government will enhance constant light for the Nigerian people, especially in Edo State here. We are seeing the government are not taking a proactive step towards this direction. But if the government will be able to ensure that people are paying for electricity and they are not getting electricity, government should take a drastic step in this direction by making sure if people have constant light, people will want to pay for it. But a situation where you don't see light, at the end of the month you see BEDC personnel coming to people's house to come to cut lights, is really a problem. My major concern is that let them provide us electricity and people will pay for it. But a situation whereby we don't have constant light, out of 24 hours, people cannot boast of 3 hours light in a day. It's a problem that we are really facing. People who are doing business cannot do business effectively. People who are doing business, they want to make sure their food stuff does not get spoiled. Nobody can preserve their food again. Even though they cook, you cannot preserve it. Even though electricity for our artisans to work, they cannot get electricity to empower their their equipment in order to boost productivity for the entire society. It is really a problem. The state of electricity in our country, in our state, is very poor. Very, very poor. We don't know how government is creating effectiveness on this aspect. We say Nigeria is generating electricity and the neighboring are getting electricity, and the people that are in this country are not benefiting it. Nigerians, we are crying. As a person, I am crying. We don't say as an individual we don't want to pay for electricity. We are not saying that they should give us light for free, but let them make light available and let people pay for it.
They often tell us the national grid is collapsed. So ultimately it's to develop enough capacity, the whole process of generation, distribution and the rest of it. And then the enabling law, the happy thing recently is that they have said is deregulated. State governments and private investors can now enter the electricity market, generate and sell. So we do hope that will be a great deal of improvement, because without electricity, really, we are going to remain in the Stone Age. We cannot industrialize. Even domestically, we cannot have the comfort we should derive from electricity. We should consider all the options, whether the new sources like wind, solar in our country, so that we're able to generate enough for our consumption. The darkness is cover for any kind of nefarious activity. Yeah, so if the place is not well lit or substantially lit up, people can ordinarily hide under the cover of darkness to perpetrate just anything, not just robbery, kidnapping and whatever you have. Yeah. Don't also forget that we now have private investors. The government doesn't have so much to do with electricity anymore, apart from regulation. So they also have to maximize their profit. So it may have been a mistake in the first instance, divesting from electricity at the level of government.
Let me talk about the state where I live, where I reside. The total blackout is nothing to write up about. We really suffer when it comes to light. Edo is suffering. I think our governor is trying to, you have to do more. Our Excellency, Senator Monday, our governor of Edo Executive Government, you have to do more when it comes to that light issue. We are suffering. There are some of us who can provide electricity for ourselves, solar and all that. Maybe a generator, this was the case, but not everybody. And so at this junction, I think it is expedient that our governor looks straight into this issue and solve this problem. What would I call it? I don't know the right English to use. The right English right now, we have serious problem when it comes to light. Businesses are going down. Those selling drinks, those who have koro. Without generator, you can't do anything. And the J is on the high side. Those small J, those are better passing our neighbor used to buy then 30,000, 10,000. Now you can't buy it. Then the other one is the Tiger and the LMX 1 point something for ordinary generator. So it doesn't make any sense at all. So we're begging on our executive governor, the governor that knows what to do, to please to look into us and save us from darkness. Then when it comes to these funny BDC people, we're raising a child that came from the US and the others. The first thing they learned in Nigeria is NEPA don't bring light. Children brought from abroad. The NEPA don't bring light. Can you imagine such? And so these funny people, 2 days, they'll bring the light on and off for 2 days. The next thing they'll come with their estimated billing. They start dragging people, wires and all that. It's high time. I think it's high time we stand our ground and let them know that we're not fools. We are Nigerians. We all own this nation. It belongs to nobody. It belongs to nobody and it's for everybody. We should stand our ground and fight for our rights. This BDC, I bet may they pack, may they go. NEPA still better pass. You can't go out at night when there is no light. The security issue is what the government is trying. I know cannot chrome them in one day, but we individual too. Like the police used to say, see something, say something. But sometimes when you say something, they use it as a bait. And so we need to. Edo State government need to give us security as well. Nightlife in Benin is almost gone. But I also want to say kudos to our governor. For the first time, it was December free of bloodshed. It was wonderful. December, look, we have most of our people in Nigeria right now, those living in diaspora, those living abroad. Many of them came December and this January. And, they came and they're enjoying it. So I believe our excellent governor, our excellency can do more about that to give us more security. Like those travel, if you're traveling from Benin to Akure, Benin to Ifon, those roads are no-go area at night. You can't date. So I believe with all hands on deck and our governor and the police, our CP, let's hope and pray for our action governor to do something about insecurity.
ADDC, since they came in, I don't think they have done well by my own assessment. And darkness is synonymous with demonic things. And they have thrown their city into darkness, Benin City, Edo State as it were, is in darkness. And I think that the government should step into the matter to do something about the situation. Because the way I look at it is that, for me, I think it is deliberate. Because there are some areas that have light. They call it dedicated light. So why can't everybody have the same light? Because there are areas for 2 weeks no light, for 1 month no light. Some people have 3 hours a day. Some people have 1 hour. And if they bring light in these 20 years, so people shout, hey, they'll be saying up NEPA instead of up BERC, which is BEDC. So the thing is that government should step in and help us. People are dying, and most people are paying for darkness. They go there, they threaten people, they bring light when it is 110 for 3 days, 2 hours, 3 days, they come and collect money and they shut it down again. So I think the government should step in. If they are going to be thrown out, they should be thrown out and bring people who can give us light, who are ready to pay. To us privatize, that was a good intention by government, but the people that did it, I'm sure they gave it to their cronies who does not know anything about the management of light, and that's why we are where we are. It has really hampered nightlife because you don't work in darkness, and then the only thing that is helping us now is this solar that people put everywhere, and some persons that have money to buy diesel and buy fuel. It's not everybody that have that kind of money, so it has really disturbed or hampered nightlife. But government is trying to bring it back by putting street light and everything. So we commend them. We pray that God will give government more power, more strength, more wisdom to do what they have to do. And the individuals are also trying by helping to lighten up everywhere. So we praise them. But for BEDC, I think they should go. Make better people.
The situation of electricity in Benin here now, so I will give them at least 30%. They don't even up to 50% from areas. But I wish the government can improve, because if you see what will happen to us now, we all they use our hand to define electricity. Some of us they go generator for us, some of us they get solar, some of us they go generate big blister. All these people get like hotel. So I wish the government, if they really improve for electricity, all those generators will become condemned money for our hand. You understand? So people no go they go for it. And money now they need to put, because that energy, that light will really need that. If light dey for this, imagine if you come for here for Silok Road now, government already put light, but in the evening everywhere will be dark. So when there is light, everything, even the security aspect of itself, wetin anything concerning light is too plenty. No be one particular. So we need light. If I come out for office now, if light no dey, we must buy generator. At least from office I dey buy at least, if I'm not mistaken, 5,000 every day for sure. Imagine at times 1 month, na big money. Until na money. From then I will come see look at this make we come here say we come dey go for solar. Make we use solar take stabilize am, because solar dey give us more, make savings from the fuel aspect of it. So if you get light, nothing like light, your light can carry AC, can carry everything for us. And to the noise, no go even give you that noise issue. So we prefer light more than any other thing.
The light is our problem. We are suffering for light. You can see our business without light, we cannot improve. We need light. The show of light is very, very, very low. I don't know if you're getting it, very low. We need light. The show of light in Edo State is very poor. Patronage is very low. You can see we bought fuel at least every day 10,000, 15,000 a day. But you can stay 2 days, 3 days, no light. Share of business is very, very, very low. Very low. So we are begging government to improve on the light aspect. That light, you cannot sell bulb, you cannot sell fan. You understand? When you have light, you prepare to buy fan. Not everybody can provide solar for his house. Actually, we need light.
Electricity in Benin City or in Edo State has been with mixed feelings, because to some they will give the positive nod that they are faring well with the supply of electricity, but with some become so epileptic of recent. Me personally, I have discovered that we are not paying for what we get, or we don't get what we pay for. The reason being that the regulatory body that's supposed to task the BEDC are not doing enough to satisfy a customer by way of ensuring that you get what you pay for. For those who are using prepaid meter, there are reports that suggest that even the prepaid meter is even overbilling or overcharging consumers. As against what the government is telling us. Only recently we discovered that the BDC keep complaining that the generation company is not supplying them what they ought to get, which will in turn affect the consumer. And even at a point they also raise the issue of federal government owing them. But just recently the federal government has paid a huge sum of money to liquidate what they are owing this distribution company. But looking at the experience of consumer in terms of the electricity supply, it is so appalling. They will either give you excuse of faulty transformer, which they left for the consumer to contribute money to fix, whereas it is supposed to be the onus of BDC to fix the transformer so that they can in turn supply electricity to the consumer who pay for that service. It's like you are buying a recharge card. I am not sure that the recharge card you buy is what they give you. It varies from quarter to quarter. It varies from consumer to consumer. For example, for those who have been using the analog or the estimated billing, you will discover that whatever they bring, which is not subject to negotiation, by the time you now procure your own prepaid meter, they will bring everything inside the bill and begin to roll out deductions arbitrarily without consulting with the consumer. Even the estimated billing they brought was not even discussed by the consumer. So, and there is nobody that is there to advocate for the consumer or to leverage on the complaints. Nobody to complain to. So that makes it very, very heartbreaking. So for me, I believe the federal government and indeed the lawmaker, the National Assembly, should set up a body where consumer can run to and lay their complaints, so that there can be an equilibrium between the consumer and the BDC, for example.
To wrap it up on Viewpoint on ITV, we're going to be highlighting some of the key issues that was actually mentioned by our respondents, which some said it is as a result of poor maintenance, gas supply shortage, and poor metering, just to list but a few. And the government at all levels, they are expected to do the needful and do the right thing to ensure steady power supply for citizens in order to boost means of livelihood, especially for business owners in the country. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
This is Anegbete community situated in Isako Central Local Government Area of Edo State. It is an agrarian community with united people that promotes unity and oneness for peaceful coexistence. The inhabitants of the community migrated from Benin, the cradle of black civilization, a kingdom where king is truly king. The ancestors of Anegbete saw that age was the main determinant of leadership in the rural setting, and the eldest man in the settlement was regarded as the leader who presided over meetings, and his authority is held in high esteem. To further strengthen this unique system of leadership, age group evolved in Anegbete. In Anegbete, age group is categorized into two, that is the common and the noble. Anegbete is rich in cultural heritage, as the community at noon saw the commitment of the festival with the first set rolled out in beauty colors to showcase their might and strength, indicating their feet and ready for the responsibilities behold on them. The streets in the community with a feed up of young men and women adorned with the festival. Later, the royal family takes the stage as their children fight out royally and work in the community to showcase their might and fitness.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Thanks for staying with us on the program Icons on Independent Television. My guest on the program today is an established health practitioner, Dr. Elizabeth Okorowa Okoje, popularly called Dr. O. Dr. O, it's good to have you on the program Icons on ITV.
Thank you for having me.
There's a part of your life that I'm also quite interested in about your impact in the medical field. Your dream was to go to the US and go to school. In a sense, that did not come on time. You went into business. And then, of course, somewhere along the line, babies started coming. And so share with us briefly your history, your journey in terms of your medical practice.
Okay. So what happened was, after the clothing and the fashion and all of that, so I now saw that when they invited me to one big event, that devil always try to come into marriages. So my eyesight is not taking me. So the friend said, I will take you. The friend took me to this place to sell clothes, do all my thing. He was taking notes. Then he now went to Africa. I took their next flyer. They were advertising the next event. He took their flyer. Then the next event, nobody came to my shop. Then they said, we bought this $20 over there. And when there was him, I'm like, what?
Your ex-husband?
Like the friend that took me broke. Okay, he said I was making money. When they had
trying to undercut you.
So when that came, I said, you know what can I do now? What can I do now? I said, okay, how about I go to travel and tourism school? Because they had it in the school I went to before to learn how to type. I asked them, they said, you can do it in 3 months. I did it in 3 months. Then I was looking for a job. Nigeria Airways was there. I went to sell myself in Nigeria Airways. Nigeria Airways said, yes, we can use you. So I started being like a leg worker for Nigeria Airways, bringing them tickets, selling tickets, going to events, telling people.
Like an agent.
Like an agent. Okay. I sell tickets now. Then from there, I saw this cruise line and travel. I went into there owned by an Italian man. So the man was so big. I had 2 daughters big. So I was the one now taking care of them. I'm an agent to work, selling tickets but I will go out of my way. I'll hear the man coughing. I'll go there. Oh, Papa, you okay? I'll sit in.
It's like a care job.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I was an agent selling tickets.
But I mean, for the Italian man and his children, you said the man was on the big side.
Yes, I wasn't there for that. Okay. That was just humanitarian part of me. Yes. Okay. So I will not prep him. I will not do this. I will not say them, oh, don't eat too much. Don't eat small. So I would not see me talking to them like something that will happen tomorrow. So the man became so close to me. He said, you are my daughter now. You are my daughter that is slim. These ones are fat. Then before you know, one day I came to work. Then some Nigerians, I came to introduce them to the man that these are my Nigerian people. They go to buy tickets from us. So I was the one selling tickets everywhere. So at the end of the day, I came to the office early. The man came. He said I should make him coffee. So I went to make coffee for him. As I was bringing the coffee, the man died on the spot right there. So then the daughters, they went into smoking, they smoking all day. Before you know, the other daughter died.
Wow.
Then the other one remained. He told me, Elizabeth, how about I just give you, buy this thing from me? Can you afford the place? I said, yes. So he said, buy it. I said, okay. So the travel agency became mine.
Wow.
So I started doing, and I turned it to Lease Travel. The Lady Chris Fashion.
Lady Chris Fashion to now
Lease Travel. Then Lease Travel started going worldwide. I started selling tickets everywhere. So from there, anybody that want to buy ticket, they must come to me. So I applied to be a consolidator. They look at my volumes, so they gave me the title to be a consolidator. They made my business to be a consolidator.
Okay.
So after that, I was not still thinking about school yet. Then I was no baby yet. Then I was not trying to see, okay, since I can't have children, what can I do? I went to all the doctors. They said nothing wrong with me. They said, well, you have fibroid, but your fibroid is not in the front, it's at the back. That's not why you're not getting pregnant. So later I now find a trick where I was not getting pregnant. So I now decided to work on that trick. Then before you know, the doctor said, we need to do surgery. When we do this surgery, we want to make sure that your womb is set well. I'm going to do exploratory surgery to see what is going on. We put a pump through your navel and look at everything. I said, no problem. Book me for the test. We're waiting. I went for pre-admission testing. I was supposed to go for the surgery the next day. So my ex was upset, you know, not being able to pray and all of that stuff. Said they are giving him pressure, you know, from home and all of that stuff. Then I said, you know, you can go to Nigeria and get married to another woman. I don't care. But I will be okay. Now we have children. If you're patient, children will come. So at the end of the day, I now saw my phone blinking message. First thing in the morning, 5 a.m., I was supposed to go to the hospital to pray for the surgery. I pressed the button. It was Dr. Murphy. Because one of my relatives, my best friend, the wife got pregnant, and the very day they said the baby was going to be born, that's when the baby was born. So the lady now told me the doctor is very good, was able to tell the exact date. Go see that doctor. So I went to see Dr. Murphy. I said, can I see your hands? He gave me your hands. I prayed on his hands. I said, with this your hands, doctor, you will give me a child, because I'm looking for children. It's like, it's becoming too much now. I've been married for 5 years, no pregnancy. Then always making money. So then the doctor now left a message for me. That's when he ordered for that test. And the pre-admission testing came now. In pre-admission testing, they check your blood, they check everything to see if you can withstand the surgery. They always also run to see if you are pregnant. So I saw a message, Elizabeth, you don't have to come to the hospital today. Oh man, sis, we're pregnant. We're 8 weeks pregnant. Wow. I said, 8 weeks pregnant? Me, I was running up and down. I carried my Bible, my chaplet. I put my brass couple, I put it around my waist. Food, I'm not the near stove again. Oh. I'm pregnant. Oh. Before you know, I really have my son, wow. My oldest son, wow. Who is 34 years old now. Wow. He'll be 35 in April. Wow. So we thought that was it. I said, okay, I have a baby now. So I can start my business. So I can start going back to my airline business and everything. So before you know, I was just like doing business again, not even thinking about school again or even nothing. I started doing the money was coming everywhere. Okay. So at the end of the day, I was so sick and I was getting big in a very funny way. So then I called my doctor. I said, I don't feel good. He said, don't tell me you're pregnant again. So we went to do the test. They said, I'm pregnant. Then they now said, you are just 12 weeks pregnant. You just missed your period, right? I said, I didn't even remember whether, because I just had a baby. Yeah. So now, they now did the ultrasound. They came, they said, oh, the fibroids are getting big. You have a baby and so many fibroids. And the fibroid look like hot dog shape. I'm like, what? I go home, I started getting big. Look like a man, hair all over my body. And I was only like 2 months pregnant. So I called my doctor, I said, I can't move, I can't do nothing. We got to find out what is going on. This is not pregnancy. He said, okay, I'm in the office. Come to the office. I said, I can't. I have to call the ambulance to take me. They had to remove my dog to take me to the doctor's office. When my doctor saw me say, oh shit, what is going on with you? I said, I don't know. You say I'm pregnant. So they now run ultrasound. The doctor now just ran, the girl ran out, went to call the doctor. The doctor said, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, triplets. Wow. Then my wife said, wow, do they have triplets? I go they born 3 babies. I never see you did this. So yeah, the doctor, they were planning, was telling the doctor, what can we do? The doctor said, well, there's something we can do. We can take 2 out and leave 1. I said, doctor, God forbid. He said, you know, we're thinking about you now, sister. That's my doctor. Because you have fibroids, you know, the babies will never survive. Yeah. I said, you are not my God. Give me your hands again. Should I pray for him? That's how they took me to the hospital. I was there for 5 months. Wow. I was in the hospital for 5 months. I didn't move. I was counting and I was still doing my airline business. That was when I lost that business. The guy that was when I had the baby, we were still in 1-bedroom apartment. And I said, we can't live like this. Babies crying everywhere, police coming every day. They think that my baby, I'm abusing my child. Yeah. When they call, they see that I have 4 kids. Yeah. So then I said, you know what? I told my ex, I said, you know, I told her I was saving money. I said, I'll be saving money. Let's go buy a house. I found a house we can buy. He said, buy a house, okay? Where? For white neighborhood. No. I said, no, let's go there because we can't be in 1-bedroom apartment with these kids. So I went there. Before you know, everything just went through. Boom, boom, boom. Bought a beautiful house. The house, they say, was $159,000. So I gave them $100,000. My husband was like, where did you see this money? I said, well, since money was all the time, I started to learn how to save because I know we have children. So before you know, I bought that house. We were in that house, triplex. My house was full. Everywhere, people coming and going. Wow. America, God bless America. Wow. Nurses, home-hearted, everybody. Me, I didn't really do nothing. What they were doing, they would just say, sit down. I would sit down, we just be pumping the milk in a gallon for kids. You know, at the end of the day, I went to, one of them called me. They said, for your mental health, what do you want to do? I said, I want to go to school. I always say I want to go to school. Then the pediatrician said, you should really go to school and become a pediatrician. Wow. Because I never took my kids to the doctor. Yeah. I checked them at home, do everything.
So that's when you went into medical practice? And
no, then when I went to go to school, yeah. I have a mentor, an uncle. Not really an uncle, it was a family friend. But he's a family friend. Okay. But he became like my father now.
Father, like a mentor.
Yeah. Daddy Oshokbekai, Mike Oshokbekai. Okay. Very smart man. So, and he said, you know, I will take you to the university, King University. Because then I didn't have no papers yet. So I will guarantee you, because he went to that school with flying colors. I will guarantee you to go to the school. So Mr. Bridges was the admission officer, so they did all they had to do. He said, is she smart? I remember him asking Daddy, he said, is she as smart as you? Yeah. I said, yes, I'm very smart. I said, anything I do now, if it's 4 years, I will do it 2 years. He said, no. The maximum you can do, the minimum you can do is 3 years. Yeah. I said, okay, I'll do it 3 years. Then the uncle that said, you know what, don't go and be doing all those business administration, because I did home economics in college of education. Very good at it. Father Mesa used to use me to sing everywhere. So, and my uncle, Selo Jeme, may so rest in peace, and the wife is still alive. He was really there for me. He is the one that I say, you know what, I'm going to make him proud. You know what I mean? So he got me a job with NCE for level 8. What was my interview? And I got there, he just told them my niece know how to cook, my niece know how to dance. Father Mesa said, can you dance for us? I started dancing, flipping and all of that. They said, we got the job. So I was teaching in a dancing catering school in Benin City. Okay. So on that note, all that experiences that I went to America, I saw America, I thought America was good. Yeah. I gave my stuff out here. When I get to America, I'm going to buy another one. Get to America, press button, food will come. America is a struggle country. You have to be able to know what to do. You have to be able to make something out of nothing.
As we conclude now, what's your advice to younger people who today believe that they want to enjoy the best of life, but that commensurate work, that hard work, that determination and commitment to make a difference is not there? People just still believe that you can go abroad and then pick the monies from the trees, pick the monies on the road, and then you are going to. In 1 minute, what's your advice?
Okay. So what I would tell the yoga fools is that don't stay and let things come to you. You have to be the one to work and get it. Like I do motivational, I'm a motivational speaker actually. Okay. Go to universities, cities during the history month. Then I have my own talk show in America. So, which I'm branding here now, you know, Get Inspired.
TV?
Yeah, Get Inspired with Dr. O. Okay. So I'm getting my own channel TV here so I can, you know, bring it to my country and impart the country too, you know. So I always tell the young kids, I say, you know what? The life you want to live tomorrow, can be determined today. Don't wait. Don't look at anybody. And don't be afraid to fail. Because when you fail, all you have to do is to take a deep breath, re-strategize, see why you fail, and continue moving. Why people don't make it? Young people, they think that things can just be given to them. And that is how I raised my kids. I have 4 kids as a single mother. My kids were just entering teenager, middle school. When I woke up one day, I became a single mother. 4 kids, 3 the same age. I'm like, okay, Elizabeth, are you going to just lay there? If I go down, my kids go down. So I have to make sure I don't go down, because if I go down, they will go even more.
Yeah.
Because me, I have some African survival instincts.
Yeah.
But these kids in America, they are taught this in school. Because if you think America is just a country where people just see things coming, it doesn't come. I tell people, it's easier to be successful in an undeveloped country than developed country. Everybody hustling want to go to America. If you cannot make it here, when you go to America, it's still the same thing. You're not going to make it. You have to be able to have a foundation, have a good foundation. Get inspired. That's why I have my program, Get Inspired with Dr. O Concept. Because I am the mama of everybody. I'm the mother of everybody. Go to New Jersey, Mama O, Mama O, Mama O, Mama O, Mama Hollywood. My entertainment business is Hollywood. Mama O, Mama Hollywood, Mama O, my children's friends call me Mama Africa. Then my colleagues call me the Dogu Mama. So I'm like a one-stop center for everybody.
Okay.
People come, they tap on me first. What do? I start to see myself telling them, educating people how to really go from angle A to angle B. Okay. And when you fail, don't give up. Keep striving. Make sure you keep going. Focus. Work with people that are positive. If you have friends that are all they talk is negative, that will never get you anywhere. I will look for people that are better than me.
Okay.
So that I can learn from them.
Okay.
That's what you need to do.
All right.
And it's easy.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been very, very inspiring, insightful, talking with you, hearing from you directly what your journey and how your journey has been in life and the experiences that you've had. And I know that this is very beneficial to viewers out there. Dr. O, thank you so much for coming on the program.
No
thank
problem.
You. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
That's our package for this week on the program Icons on Independent Television. Hope you had a great time with us. Be sure to join us, same time, same station, next week. We'll bring you another segment of the program. Till then, stay blessed and bye for now.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Akwe seed. Ayo or Akwe game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Akwe game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
The Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
ITV,